Hey everyone, welcome back to Ormsby Farm, the halfway homestead. My name is Casey. So I'm getting back into the baking mode. I have not baked or used my KitchenAid probably since before the move, which is coming up on 7 months. So I'm excited because today I am trying a whole wheat pita bread. For those that have followed me, I just made a instant hummus that I canned. So we're gonna get to try that as well on the video. So I will say that this is going to be interesting because I have never used whole wheat flour that's unbleached and stuff. Like I've been buying now my flour from Azure Standard. Before, when I was selling bread, I would get the bleached, cheap of the cheap, so that it would rise differently. So I've heard that it rises differently and you don't need to use as much. So we will see. We're going to make it work. We're going to try it and see how it works. So let's go ahead and get into the intro and then get into making the bread, the pita bread. I will leave the recipe down below so you won't have to worry about following me on the video. It's down below. But also, if you have not, go ahead and subscribe and press that thumbs up and press that bell because then YouTube will notify you when I put out new videos. And I'm putting out videos pretty regularly now, so you won't want to miss. All right, y'all, let's get into the intro. Alrighty, y'all, so let's go ahead and head down. Again, I will leave the recipe down below. I'm using a whole white wheat from Azure Standard. If you didn't know, I picked up my first, or this is really my second, but first one on this homestead, Azure Standard order. I'll leave a video right up here. I've been loving using all of my other products, so this is gonna be really exciting to try. I was just taking a look at Mother Clunker Village over there before I get started. But let's go and get this pita bread started so that I can actually taste it. Now, I will say, I made a short that I will put right here. Hey y'all, welcome back to Ormsby Farm, the halfway homestead. Today, and you can go and I will leave a link for it. You can go and watch it on how I did the instant hummus, because I won't actually do it on this video, but I will have already had it done so we can try it. Me and Mom are going to sample it. So let me go down and let's get it started. Alrighty, y'all. So we're going to start by putting our water in our mixing bowl. I'm using my KitchenAid because I'm not crazy. I want that to do the work and I'll just watch. So I'm doing about 1 1/4 cups. Again, I will leave the recipe in the description box below so you can follow that. Because one thing I did notice is I probably needed a little bit more liquid for my whole wheat flour. But to that 1 1/4 cups, I'm going to use some cane sugar that I got from Azure Standard. I get that in bulk. And then I'm going to use my yeast, which I keep a portion of it frozen, and I do it straight from frozen in there. So I'm going to do a teaspoon of the cane sugar right into the warm water. Now, I do the warm water from the tap, so I don't boil it or anything. And then 2 teaspoons of the yeast. I'm going to mix that all together, and we're going to wait for it to bloom or to foam or to look like it's doing something. I'm going to cover it, and then when it's ready, I didn't get a video of adding everything in, but I got 4 cups of flour. It's my bread flour from Azure Standard. It's 100% whole white wheat. And then I got some onions. I got seasoning, garlic powder, salt, all of that in there. So one-handed, which I was struggling today, y'all, I'm going to snap it into the machine, snap on the dough hook, and we're going to let her ride. So I'm going to start her off at low, but then I'm going to turn a little bit higher as it goes. And then you'll see it will start forming into a ball. I did notice that this dough is a lot stiffer than regular bread dough. But I got it together. We're going to put it in an oiled pot, back covered. See, y'all, I'm on the struggle bus. Can't even cover it up. And we're going to let it rise for about 25 minutes. It should double in size. It didn't really for me. But now what I'm going to do is I'm going to separate it into, they said 8, but I went ahead and did 7 because I wanted a little bit bigger balls. And I'm just going to break it off, roll it, spread it, try to make it look as pretty as possible, put it on there, and then we're going to let that rest as well. I'm not too worried about how these balls look because they're going to taste just fine, y'all. It may not be the prettiest, but it will taste just good. And again, I'm going to cover it. I'm going to let it sit probably for another 10, 15 minutes. And then what we're going to do is we're going to use my tortilla press. Let me tell you, I love this thing. And I will leave it down in my Linktree Amazon storefront because it is the most amazing of the most amazing. And yes, it even stays that clean. That's how good it is. So what I'm going to do is just put the ball in there. I'm going to press down. Then I'm going to add this lever and floop. And then we'll have our little thing to throw on and cook. Even feeling it, y'all, it's very, very dense. Very like if you were doing like cornbread patty or something. I don't know how else to explain it, but it was very dense, very heavy, but it ended up being very, very good. So I'm going to do one more for you. And bloop. I did an extra bloop on that one. And they're just so pretty. It is so easy, especially when I'm doing a bunch of flour tortillas. And I do like 12 when I do my batch. So they're a little bit thinner than these are. But these are going to puff up really nicely in my cast iron when I cook them for the pita. Making sure it was nice, pretty, and round. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to put a little bit of avocado oil at the bottom of my cast iron, let it heat up. And then we're going to do about 2 to 3 minutes per side. It will bubble a little bit, and you'll see the brown. You see I was eating. I just called myself out there. I was nibbling on it. And then when you're done, you have a stack of absolutely beautiful pita bread that will last for up to a week. And I'm definitely going to be using it because we're having a little Mediterranean dinner tonight with mussels and hummus and fresh tomatoes and pasta. And it's just going to be so, so, so delicious. So here we are. I pulled out the hummus. Again, go check out that video if you want to see how it tastes. But let's see how it tastes. Okay. So we've finished up with the pita bread. It's really good. I will say that I do need to learn on using whole wheat flour, but as you can tell, Mom's already tried it. And is it good?
Mm-hmm. Very good.
Yeah, that was so good. Now we're going to finish up doing a Mediterranean dinner, and I'll show you how everything looks, and then we will end this video up. It's really good. All right, y'all, that was so good. Let me tell you, that hummus is definitely 10 out of 10 all the way. I will be canning some more. I'm probably gonna start canning it because I'm gonna be joining in on Every Bit Counts challenge with Jessica from Three Rivers Homestead in August. So I'm gonna save some of my canning stuff until then because I have a lot of outside stuff to do with the chicks. So you'll be seeing it on the next couple of videos. But y'all, thank you for tuning into this video. If you have made the pita bread or are gonna make it from my video, leave me a comment down below. Let me know how it goes. Let me know if you try the hummus. I wanna get your opinion on it too. But go ahead and press that subscribe button and then press the bell and the thumbs up because YouTube will notify you anytime that new videos drop to my channel. But you can also follow me on Instagram, Facebook, and Threads. I show all of my shorts there as well. So you can follow with my homestead breakfasts and all of my easy meal prep ideas. And I will see y'all in the next video. So bye y'all, be blessed.